Bumbleina, one of the most amazing cats around, and one of the most famous cat lovers around, Miss Taylor Swift. Nice to see you tonight.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for talking to
Taylor,
me.
I think you have a few fans in the room, Taylor.
It's been a nice welcome. It's definitely been amazing, and everybody waiting outside in the cold, and everyone out here is in the cold. It's amazing, and everybody's got cat ears on.
They sure do. You
Really
must be in
cute.
heaven.
You know what? You can't spell cats without TS. So
Taylor, you are having a remarkable year. Can we talk about the fact that you already have a song from this movie that's been nominated for a Golden Globe?
that's a huge thing. That's so exciting. And Andrew Lloyd Webber, who I wrote the song with, both of us are just so stunned and excited and so stoked to go to the Golden Globes. It's like really exciting that they nominated us.
I saw a picture of you two sitting at a piano and you just were beaming. What was it like to collaborate with the legendary Andrew Lloyd Webber on a song?
It was amazing. He is one of the best co-writers I've ever had. And he's very open-minded about ideas. My favorite kind of co-writers are the ones where the vibe in the room is very like improv, like yes and. You know, you want someone who's open to your ideas, and so he's just the best. I'm so happy I got to work with him. I can't believe I got to work with him. This is all pretty surreal. I haven't even seen the movie yet, by the way.
Really?
I have no idea
We keep
what
hearing
it is.
one word, epic.
Really?
Yes.
Who said that? Did somebody
I'm
see
not
it?
going to tell you, but we
I
have
hope
sources.
that would be great,
We
wouldn't it?
know people on the inside.
It's really kind of like a very romantic thing to go to a premiere and not have seen. I haven't seen anything. Neither has any of the cast, which I think is how they used to do it with a premiere. But nowadays, when you're in a movie, you've seen screenings, you've seen the editing process. We all did live singing, so there wasn't a need to go back in and overdub vocals or anything. We were all singing that stuff on set and dancing and all that.
Now, we want to talk to you about how you prepare to play your character.
Yeah, what was the vibe like on the set? How was it to do this? I mean, this was a huge thing to do, a little bit outside your comfort zone. Some things, obviously, you've done a lot of, but other things were really theatrical and completely different, and you were a cat.
I was a cat, and I was a British cat, so I had a dialect coach, and we had an amazing music team that took us through. You know, we were learning, you know, how to move like cats. We learned a lot of choreography, and then when it came time to shooting, it was nonstop. It was you know, live singing and dancing and doing the whole number, all at once. You know, 30 times and just singing and dancing for 12 hours straight. So that was pretty intense, but I had just gotten off tour, so I felt like I was kind of prepared for it.
Now, you're a famous cat lover. You've got 3 of your own: Benjamin Button, Meredith Grey, and Olivia Benson.
Yes! Good work!
I'm a Swiftie.
That was good!
Thank you. Did you study them to prepare to play your character?
You know, I knew early on they're not the kind of cats that I was going to be channeling, because the kind of cat I'm channeling is like very athletic and sort of like wild and sort of feral and like...
And we hear seductive.
And my cats are just like... They're beautifully round and they're just fuzzy. They look like little lazy bears. They're always taking naps. They're not really the kind of cat that I'm playing. I think my cats would have been a perfect cat for Jenny Anydots, which actually our teacher at cat school, Sarah, saw pictures and videos of my cats, especially Olivia, and sent them to Rebel as inspiration for her cat. So they were inspiration, but not for my cat.
Not for your cat.
I feel privileged to be in it.
Now, the film really brings together so many different genres of dance and music. Talk about being able to see this very layered piece come together.
Well, I mean, listen, when I got the job, I was sort of like wondering what we were going to do. I thought perhaps it was going to be, men in costumes. No, he was like, no, I'm going to turn you into a cat. I was like, what? And then we went through this amazing process of understanding Tom's vision, which was incredible, which included going to the sets. And the sets were like huge. And he was like, that's a cat scale. And I want you to go to cat school, and I want you to learn how to meow and why cats do it. And cats only meow to humans. They don't meow to each other. Did you know that? You didn't know that, didn't you? Yeah. Anyway, all this stuff I learned at cat school. So the whole experience was like, I had to sing, I had to dance, I had to move. It was great. It was amazing.
You also DJ.
I do DJ,
right?
yes.
So, what do we get to see of you, your musical self?
I sing a number with the one and only Taylor Swift, which I have to tell you, I was very intimidated. She's got an incredible voice. She's a natural showgirl, and I had to try hard. So, but that was the most musical I got. There was no cat DJing or anything like that. It was just me singing and dancing.
Being able to, there is no words to like being able to be a part of this film. It's like the biggest gift. This is the Christmas gift. You know what I mean? For me, like, it's a dream. And then to be able to sing Memory, it's like, what? It's every single dream. I can't even believe it that to this day, like, wow, we did the film Cats. We're here now at the premiere, and I get to sing Memory. I mean, and then the cast, you got Taylor Swift, Ian McKellen, Judi Dench, Idris Elba. It goes on and on and on. Like, is this real? Yeah.
Why was Cats a film, a story for every audience?
It's such a fun film that I feel like everyone can relate to. It's entertaining, it's funny, it's real. It's about cats. And who don't love cats? I do. And everybody is going to be a cat lover if they wasn't before, after they see the film Cats. And I think it would be it's an event, and I think it would be like a family tradition each holiday, you know? That's why I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Well, that would be true, because I had genuinely the greatest time I've ever had on a film set, if I'm honest. I loved it so much. It was as rewarding I was only there for 9 days, and it was maybe the most rewarding 9 days I've ever had on a film set. Yeah.
Talk about what makes Cats so appealing to every audience.
Well, it doesn't exclude anybody. It's a film that all generations of a family can go and see, and that's what the musical has always been. The musical was so unique. It absolutely broke so many boundaries when it opened, and I hope that the film has the same effect. I hope that the film has an effect that people will respond to and love and enjoy, you know?
Now, the film really does bring together so many different genres of music and dance. What was that like, being just in that setting with so many different art forms coming to life?
Well, it was exhilarating and bizarre at the same time, you know? I found the entire experience to be creatively incredibly nourishing. Like, I really did. I loved every minute of working with Tom, Andy, the whole cast. It was a joy to be part of, and I'm really excited to see it.
Tell me about your cat.
I played Bustopher Jones, who is a sort of big round cat of St. James. He lives the finest life. He only eats at the finest restaurants and believes that he should have another life because he does things the right way. And that's it really, yeah.
So exciting. It's a magical night, and it's reflecting a magical movie. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I can't wait for the world to see it.
And what about this film makes it just so appealing to any audience?
I think what's so unique about it is that it brings the same element that you get when you go and see live theatre, live musicals, that connection that you get with a stage musical that goes direct into an audience's heart. Because this is all sung and danced live, that same thing happens through the screen. It just hits you. And you can't fake that. And the live element, I think, will really touch people and get right into their souls and hearts.
And it combines so many different genres of dance, talking about the opportunity just to be part of something that had such a diverse forms of dance and song.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who'd never really danced before, I had my first ever ballet dance and that ballet lesson sandwiched in between Francesca Hayward of the Royal Ballet and Robbie Fairchild of the New York City Ballet. So that was a bit of a baptism of fire, but I fell in love with it. And there's so many different dance styles, and when you get that kind of richness of talent in a room, it just creates something beautiful and unique. And I think that's what comes through in this film. It's totally unique and special.
Tell us about your magical cat.
Yeah, so I play Mr. Mistopheles, the magical cat. I had to learn magic. I worked with an amazing magician who taught me sleight of hand tricks. I learned to juggle. I learned to spin stuff, loads of hat tricks. So that was really fun. And Mistopheles he's like lower down in the pecking order from the group, and he's probably the least cool of the cats, but he's got a big heart and he's got big dreams of becoming a real magician and doing actual magic. And we see him grow throughout the film, and it was a joy to play him. Yeah.
Beyond excited. We worked 7 months on this project. We put all we had into it. And for it to be here at Lincoln Center, I danced for 12 years as a principal dancer with the New York City Ballet, literally right across the road. It feels like it's coming home. It feels very full circle, and I couldn't be more excited.
Talk about the combining of so many different genres of dance and music in this.
You have street dance, hip hop, parkour, capoeira, crumping, voguing, ballet, tap, jazz, modern, literally you name it, it's represented, and I think that's so cool that so many types of dance are highlighted in this film.
Why is Cats a film for any audience?
It is one of the most universal stories because it's about inclusion, acceptance, love, community, and I think we can all agree that that's really important, especially now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me about your cat.
So I play Munkastrap, who is the leader of the cat tribe, second in command to Dame Judi Dench, Old Deuteronomy. I liken myself to the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. If the White Rabbit led Alice around, introducing to her all the characters she was going to meet. Kind of like the narrator.
So excited. And the last time I was here at Alice Tully was with the premiere of Les Mis 7 years ago. So to be on the same stage presenting Cats is like a dream come true.
Talk about just the challenge and the joy of bringing together all these different genres of dance and music for this film.
Well, I first saw Cats when I was 8 years old in 1981, and the first year of its run in London, and I completely fell in love with it, and I got the cassette tape and we listened to it with the family in the car till it wore out. And so really my toughest critic has been my 8-year-old self, who's been like, you better get it right. And so I hope I've assembled a cast that would make the 8-year-old Tom happy.
Now, just the opportunity to work with this incredible cast, what was that like for you?
Well, the very first person I cast was Taylor Swift in January of last year, and she was the building block, and I think came James Corden. But it was, there were so many people I wanted to work with for so many years. I mean, Judi Dench and Ian McKellen, cinematic and theatrical legends. I wanted to work with them for decades, so to have them both playing opposite each other was a joy. James Corden and Rebel Wilson, to have that kind of comic genius, to get Idris Elba as my villain of the piece, ever since his Stringer Bell on The Wire. I mean, I've been a huge Idris fan. And of course, to get Taylor Swift to be not only performing Bombalurina in the film, but writing a new song with Andrew, it's so exciting.
Why does Cats appeal to every audience?
I think it's because, we're 80 years since T.S. Eliot wrote the poems. The poems are full of wit and have been loved for decades. But I think it says something about the power of kindness at a time where we could do with a bit of that lesson, because it's really about a tribe of cats who learn about the importance of kindness from the newcomer, Victoria, played by Frankie Hayward.
Thrilling. I am so excited. I cannot wait to watch the film. I really can't.
Tell me about your cat.
He's a mischievous cat, maybe even considered slightly naughty. But I'm not that person at heart, but during the film I was. He's great. He's great. He's a really sort of a mischievous cat, let's say. He's naughty.
What about Cats, the film, will really appeal to every audience?
I think the amount of incredible talent in the film. The amount of incredible talent. I mean, amazing dancers, amazing singers, amazing actors. Like, it's a winning situation.
Just talk about the combination of so many different genres of dance and music coming together for this.
Yes. So that was incredible. I think everyone came in with their strength. Me being a ballet dancer, I come in, I'm like, oh, okay, so there's a hip-hop move, but then there's someone there that does hip-hop. So you can sort of find your way, and everyone was really supportive of each other with the singing, with the acting, with the dancing and everything. And so I found it to be just a really cool experience. I mean, doesn't get better than this.
It's incredible. I think this is a great example of what the dance world can achieve. And, you know, it's a world full of possibilities. I grew up in Sydney, Australia, and ended up in London at the Royal Ballet. And now, tonight, I'm in New York at a world premiere of a film. It's just incredible. I hope all the young children out there look at this and think, you know what, I can do that too.
What makes Cats just the perfect film for any audience?
I guess it's like a chocolate box. There's something for everyone. I think there's a cat, as crazy as it sounds, but there's a cat for everyone to identify with. Whether you're a little bit bonkers or a little bit chilled out, you know, there's something for everyone. And the music's incredible. You can't walk away from the film without singing at least one of the songs. So go and see it.
I can't wait. And the cast is just so varied.
Yeah.
And just the different genres of dance. Talk about bringing it all together.
It was a huge machine to put together, really. You've got so many diverse styles of dancers, but then you've got different actors, singers. It's such an amalgamation of art forms, which really is a celebration of all the art forms, really. The process was really unique, very different to the way I'm used to working. And it was a real pleasure and an honor, actually, to share so much time with so many incredible people, where I think everybody learned a lot beyond their normal art form.
I can't wait to see it. You know, I've never seen it with Fur. Like, I've never seen the movie. I've seen bits and pieces, and I've seen, like, On Its Way There, but I'm going to be seeing it with the world, which is really exciting. Fur!
So, the world premiere here at Alice Tully Hall, what does that mean to you?
Well, you know what? I was just saying to some people earlier today that, you know, the show impacted me so much as a teenager. Like, it changed my life. I was a young dancer in Cincinnati who knew nothing about the theater, and there I was, like, imagining on my cassette tape in my Volkswagen Bug what the show might look like. So I moved to New York City with dreams of being in Cats and never got the chance to dance in Cats. And so working on the Broadway show first with Andrew and Trevor was amazing. And then to be able to re-envision it in a way that was so bold and big was a real gift.
Wow, I mean, and so many different genres of dance. Talk
Yeah.
about how you brought it all together.
You know what? There's this Van Gogh-y thing that I really love in life, where people just throw paint against the wall. And let's be bold with an idea and see how it sticks. And sometimes it'll feel like we're breaking rules, but sometimes it feels like we're making rules. And I think this film was like that a little bit, letting people bring these riches that they brought to the table, like skills that they have been training their whole lives to do, ballet skills to crumping skills to a little bit of everything. And then we have these great minds of editing and design and direction to say, let's figure out how we equalize all this and make it cohesive. But for me, it was like playing in a playpen with people who had just tremendous Olympic sort of skills.
Talk about how Cats just is for every audience.
You know, it's so interesting. A long time ago, you could write books, I'm sure somebody has, about why Cats appeals to people. You know, a long time ago, it was such a nonlinear, immersive experience in a commercial theater world that wasn't taking chances. Now we have Cirque du Soleil, so our rules have changed a little bit in how we watch entertainment. But the thing about Cats is these characters just open their chests. They open their hearts and say, this is who I am, take it or leave it. And that sense of community, of people stepping up into a community that says, the community needs you, and you, and you, and you, and we make a group. And every one of those people's or cats' things is valid. So let's welcome each other, cherish each other, and be generous to each other. And that message is sort of tucked in to a novelty that's really exciting.
I'm excited. I'm a huge Judi Dench fan and Idris Elba and Taylor Swift, and I can't wait to hear Jennifer Hudson sing Memory.
I mean, coming back for this, though, I mean, what were your thoughts when you heard they were turning?
I was excited. I love the project. I think it's great. The music's great. The story's great. I love it.
This is, for me, this is incredible because so much of my career basically happened within these 10 blocks. And you know, the original, you know, now I work at Abbey Road, and you know, the original score was done at Abbey Road, and now the work that I've done on Cats was done at Abbey Road, so yay, full circle.
Adrian? Adrián? Adrián. No sé si... Oh, sorry. Well, that should be. What time is it?
Go in, let me grab a little bit of the Taylor, and that's it. Oh, buddy, turn around here for me. No te preocupes, para eso está. Ese se puede agarrar y ese encima tuyo. Por lo bueno de tener este, que está tratando. Sí, te va a poner bien.
Ajá, para que luego se la quites.
Perfecto, bro.
Gracias.